what a nigga need. Family, no more hood dreams. Make it stop, take the pain away. Lord, can you please take this pain away? Ask me how I'm feeling, I'm just day to day. I ain't always sad, I'm just sad today. It's not that I don't need it, it's just sad to say. Niggas killing niggas, now that's just sad to say. Love, what a nigga need. Family, no more hood dreams. Make it stop, take the pain away. Lord, can you please take this pain away? Ask me how I'm feeling, I'm just day to day. I ain't always sad, I'm just sad today. It's not that I don't need it, it's just sad to say. Niggas killing niggas, now that's just sad to say. There you go again, busting your fist against a stone wall. You not using your brain. Who? What's your name? Be responsible. What's your name? For your choices as well as the consequences. Because the accountability comes freedom, and that creates unstoppable momentum. Look up when you talk to me. In the pursuit of the path you are creating. Straighten up. Who? Stand up. Who? What's your name? Love, what a nigga need. Family, no more hood dreams. Make it stop, take the pain away. Lord, can you please take this pain away? Ask me how I'm feeling, I'm just day to day. I ain't always sad, I'm just sad today. It's not that I don't need it, it's just sad to say. Niggas killing niggas, now that's just sad to say. Love, what a nigga need. Family, no more hood dreams. Make it stop, take the pain away. Lord, can you please take this pain away? Ask me how I'm feeling, I'm just day to day. I ain't always sad, I'm just sad today. It's not that I don't need it, it's just sad to say. Niggas killing niggas, now that's just sad to say.
Yeah. Mic check 1, 2, you hear me? 144 back again. Run it back. Yeah. It's time to leave the enemy desolate. I'm heaven sent, these niggas just on some extra shit, and I ain't impressed with it. Could you kick that bullshit to the left of me? Hey look, you can't deny this excellence. I use this mic like weaponry, and I've been seeking more clarity. Right now I'm ready as I'll ever be, rugged as I ever been. The devil knocking at my door, I'ma let him in. Cause I'm a worthy adversary. Pour them liqueur laced with rosemary. It's time to grind, ain't no time to tarry. Take one of mine, get your soul carried. I got them worry, plus these niggas full of estrogen. They fickle, they false. Got a big ball, so end up in the real issue. Fuck with my brethren, I deal with you. Yeah, look, it's getting real official. Seeing how them bitches can cross you, and how they still twist you. It'll hit you, then peel a tissue. Them mothers weak, my brother's been sent to the deep. So tell me, how can I turn the other cheek while this wicked world trying to smother me? Something gotta shake, I'm gonna cry it out. Time to gird up my loins and ride out. In my soul, I feel devastation. In my eyes, I see desolation. On my door, death is waiting. But I don't want to see no more desolation. I said I don't want to see no more. Hey, in my soul, I feel devastation. In my eyes, I see desolation. Out my door, death is waiting. But I don't want to see no more desolation. I don't wanna see no more.
Beat the cops, beat the ops, beat the motherfucking eyes. I'm the one. Why you think that I've been rolling with a Kai? Your little arms is too short to hotbox with God. French is long, team strong with them. A gun, die would die. Tired of these fake snakes, crooked names who oppress Jake. No pressure makes diamonds I won't break on this crooked landscape. We gon' make some shake, so I ain't got time to argue with you fucking reprobates. While these crackers getting richer when we raise the crime rate, and they hunt my people like gorillas and some primates. So we in these streets trying to raise a brother's mind state in every concrete jungle, from Cali to the tri-state. I buried brothers over beef that they couldn't squash. Blood in the streets, brains out like galosh. I trust the cracker when I mix that squash. You listening to real niggas, dog, who can't be bought. Whoa. Why you think I go so hard? Cause this world's fucked up, nigga, I've been scarred. PTSD, brothers can't drop their guard. Every day some bullshit, you gotta weave and vibe. It's no facade, so every day I'm on my job. It's time to send these devils to the land of Nod. Cause when I lost my religion, that's when I found God. So when I lost my religion, nigga, I found God.
In my soul, I feel devastation. In my eyes, I see desolation. On my door, death is waiting. But I don't wanna see no more desolation. I said I don't wanna see no more. Hey, in my soul I feel devastation. In my eyes I see desolation. Out my door, death is waiting. But I don't wanna see no more desolation. But I don't wanna see no more.
Only Electrolux has Smart Boost technology for the most effective stain removal and longer-lasting fabrics. Now available in the new laundry tower.
Who can find a virtuous woman for her
Street Empire?
Track slammers.
Check, 144. Hey, 144. 144. 144. I'm calling my soldiers. It's that time. I'm calling my soldiers. Let's get it line. Hey, 144. 144. 144. That boy can't think it up. I'm calling my soldiers. Yo. It's that time. I'm calling my soldiers. Let's get it line. Hey. Babylon is falling and we praying for it every day. Change up the game, I had to find myself a better way. People out here struggling cause they can't seem to find a way. Kids don't go outside no more cause it ain't even safe to play. People out here waking up but they don't know which way to turn. Open up them holy scriptures, breaking down so they can learn. Devils out here feel like Usher, I suggest you let them burn. If they get to asking question, you just tell them it's our turn. Move like Christ, live like Christ. I'm just trying to get it right. Walk by faith, not by sight. Keep your law, my guiding light. Move like Christ, live like Christ. I'm just trying to get it right. Walk by faith, not by sight. Keep the law, my guiding light. 144. 144. I'm calling my soldiers. It's that time. I'm calling my soldiers. Let's get it line. 144. 144. 144. I'm calling my soldiers. It's that time. I'm calling my soldiers. Let's get it line. Hey. Wrote the verse until beginning to hit the page. I'm turning to the east whenever I Start to pray. This for my soldier, my comrades, no comment, just real men that walking right in the spirit. When the Lord speaks, they hear it. This real life when we bring it, this real truth that we slang.
Just got to turn the, yeah, there you go. Most check. Clap it up. Shalom, Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh shout out my brothers, Yahweh Shamar, Allah Bahashim, Yahweh shout out my sisters, priests and officers of 1,000, Ban Kayal. And this is the Israelite School, Universal Practical Knowledge, coming out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General YAHANNA. All right, if you're not in the I.S.U.P.K. under commanding General YAHANNA, you are not in the truth. Tonight is our Tuesday night scripture breakdown / Brotherhood class, man. And what we're waiting for one of the 5,000s or Captain I.S.U.P.K. to come take over the class. We're going to get right into things, man. In the I.S.U.P.K, we teach daily life living skills to the so-called Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian, okay? You are God's chosen people, all right? That's what we have to understand about who we are as a nation of people. If you can, brother, give me Zephaniah 2:1. And then also pull the definition of gaslighting. So today, you know, I saw a video of Asian immigrants, as they described them, in droves coming across the southern border of the United States of America. And I couldn't help but to think, whenever you hear the term illegal, or whenever you hear the term immigration or building a border, the people that they're talking about is not reflective of the people that I saw in that video. What I saw were Asians, or the so-called model minority, coming across the border illegally and not being held accountable. Granted, they were being detained at the border, okay, by Border Patrol, you know, but in the mass media, yeah, they were nicely detained, okay? But in mass media, that is not what we see. That's not what we hear as far as those dog whistle terms when they talk about, or when they speak about illegals, okay? If you can, Zephaniah 2:1, brother.
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
That's right, man. So said so nice, it had to be stated twice. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, listen up, okay? We are expected to come together. We're expected to gather ourselves together in the spirit of righteousness, in the spirit of brotherhood. Brotherhood is synonymous with sisterhood. We're supposed to gather ourselves together in the spirit of the Lord. And that's only taking place on one place on earth, all right? And that's within the I.S.U.P.K. Nowhere else will you see, you know, the coming together of so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians in a righteous spirit. We gather ourselves together for a lot of BS, man. You know, you name it. We'll gather together to vote. We'll gather together to what? To go to church, to go to birthday parties, to celebrate the oppressors' holidays. To support the LGBT. You're going to a damn slut walk. But Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians won't gather themselves together in the spirit of serving the Lord. And why is that, man? Keep reading that scripture real quick. Salakia.
Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation, not desired.
That's right, man. Zephaniah said that we are a nation that is not desired. And that's exactly what I saw when I saw that that video this morning. And it was disturbing. It was absolutely disturbing. Because for one, I'm wondering why. Why are these Asians or why are these Chinese people coming to America anyway? They have their own country. They have their own nation. But Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians have yet to receive that, have yet to establish that as a nation of people. And we're hated. We are absolutely hated by every other nation on planet Earth. We're hated so much by them, we start to identify with that hate, and we hate each other, man. We hate our own selves, all right? And the primary reason why is because of the Christian church. The Christian church teaches that God loves everyone. It puts no differentiation between an Israelite and a goddamn heathen, all right? But here in this school, we're not about diversity, equity, inclusion, as the world would say. The only diversity, equity, inclusion that we acknowledge is amongst Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. That is it, okay? You have to get that in your spirit. Black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, woman, and child. Turn on the news and recognize how much you are hated by the world. Give me that term, gaslighting. Merriam-Webster, if you can't, Baba Kushal. Yeah.
Merriam-Webster's definition of gaslighting: psychological manipulation.
We have been psychologically manipulated here in America, okay? And just across the globe, wherever the 12 tribes are scattered, wherever Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are, we have been psychologically manipulated into believing that we are these thugs, that that we're the criminals, that we're the scourge of society. All right? And that's a lie. Because we can pull scriptures, that talks about us being royalty, a royal priesthood. Our name in itself, we say we're Israelite. Oh, they don't want to hear that. But when we say we are YAHANNA, man, we are princes of the power, man. And you have to believe that. How can you not look at society and see all the great things we do at our absolute lowest? How can you not recognize that? I was in the Christian church for a long time, the old man, all right? And nowhere, at not one time in the Christian church, was there a conversation about Christ being Black. Never. Not one time in the Christian church was there a conversation about, maybe we should keep these feast days and high holy days. Right. That was never a conversation in the Christian church, all right? I had to get that from Commander General YAHANNA. Right. That's the only place where I'm hearing about us being, God's chosen people. Right. Read that scripture again for me, brother.
Zephaniah 2:1. Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
That's right, man. We are a nation that is not desired. We're not desired on this earth, man. And that's problematic. We have to start desiring one another and recognizing that we're brothers and sisters, all right? We have been intentionally removed from our heritage. Our history has been suppressed. You see what's happening in Florida with Ron DeSantis and them trying to do away with woke indoctrination, them trying to do away with that. I mean, the Supreme Court struck down affirmative action this past year. You are hated. We are hated in this place, all right? Everyone wants to separate from us. Yeah, critical race theory, the 1619 Project, they don't even want to talk about that. They don't want to explain why you live in the ghetto, why you live in the barrio, why you live in the favelas, why the Native Indian is on a reservation, not having access to clean, potable water. They don't want to explain how we got into the conditions that we're in. And it's been a systemic thing, the oppression, us being deprived of essentials, of bare essentials. And I'm pissed the hell off because of it, man. You should be too, all right? If you can, keep reading that definition of gaslighting.
Khan. Gaslighting. Psychological manipulation of a person, usually over an extended period of time, that causes the victim to question the validity of their own thoughts, perception of reality, or memories, and typically leads to confusion, loss of confidence and self-esteem, uncertainty of one's emotional or mental stability, and a dependency on the perpetrator.
Good night, man. That's a lot to unpack there in that definition. But when I hear that definition being read, all I can think of is us. All I can think of is so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Indians, man. And us believing the images that we see on mass media. You cut on BET, you cut on MTV, you cut on VH1, and these narratives are being painted about us, these false narratives about who we are. And they're playing on these racist tropes. Black man, you are not a thug. We are the worst criminals ever. Leave that to the Italians. They're the real mobsters. They're the real gang, all right? Black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, we have to wake up right now. All right. There's no point in us continuing to believe the lies of America, to believe the lies of white society. Because that's the reason why, we're in the conditions that we're in. We don't understand that we're supposed to keep God's laws, statutes, commandments. We don't recognize that as being our culture. We tell you to come keep the Passover because we've been commanded to throughout all of our generations. But we want to hold on to Easter. And the last time I checked, rabbits don't lay eggs. That goes against science. How long are we going to continue to be so dumb in this place, man? Everybody got a smartphone, but nobody wants to actually do the research. Nobody wants to get to the root of the matter, man, outside of the I.S.U.P.K. That's problematic. That's why if you're in here and you're a priest and prophet, you should take this job seriously, man. You should be very serious about your office. Each and every opportunity you get to teach, you should take it. You should take it, man. It is a privilege and an honor. Not only that, it's your obligation. It is your duty to teach, to raise our brothers and sisters up out of the world, man, to fish. We're supposed to be fishers of men and women, raising them up so that they can no longer continue in believing the psychological manipulation of being gaslighted to believe that you're less than royalty, that you're less than God's chosen. That's a problem, man. All right. Read that definition. Yeah, read the definition again, Baba Kushal.
Gaslighting, from Merriam-Webster's. Psychological manipulation of a person, usually over an extended period of time, that causes the victim to question the validity of their own thoughts.
So we're talking about not just of an individual, but as a nation of people. The Bible talks about the nations are confederate against thee. The nations, what is it, Psalms 88? Yeah, let's pull that. Pull Psalms 88, man. And we're going to talk about, this is the Brotherhood class. You need to know who your brother is, Black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, woman, and child. There's absolutely no reason why you're still trying to hold on to the dark continent of Africa if you're a so-called Negro, man. The Hispanics want to hold on to Spain and the Castilians. You want to hold on to them as if, that's honorable, as if that's what God chose. When they rejected the Most High. The Most High never chose them. All right? Yeah. Was it Psalms 83? The nations are confederate against thee. Yeah, it's 83rd Psalm, Salakia. We have been psychologically manipulated over the course of hundreds of years to believe that what? We're slaves, to believe that we're the homeborn servants of these oppressors, of these heathens. Come on, man. I'm not buying that narrative, all right? And you shouldn't either, all right? So it says the perception of reality. What is our reality as Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians? Drug addiction. We deal with substance abuse as far as alcoholism. With sexual deviance. We have a spirit of lasciviousness that permeates every facet of our community, of every facet of what we see in entertainment. I was watching BMF the other day, and they had some lesbian, I don't even know why they even showed this, but there was an interaction between two lesbians, and it was just completely unnecessary. It was completely unnecessary. But you know who the lesbian was? It was our people, And if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if it was a Puerto Rican or whatever. It was disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. But we see these images and we tend to believe that that's who we actually are when it's not. That's never been us. We got laws that forbid us from behaving that way, from conducting ourselves in that way. All right? In the I.S.U.P.K, we teach social etiquette. We teach daily life living skills. So none of that would ever happen in our nation. It's not going to happen in the kingdom. You think that's going to be allowed in the kingdom of heaven? Most of us are unfit for the kingdom of heaven. That's what you should be thinking about if you're Black, Hispanic, man. What does the Most High think of me? What are his feelings toward me? Instead of you thinking about your damn self in the spirit of America, pursuing your happiness, that's on their constitution. That ain't nowhere in ours. All right? And your constitution is the Bible, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, woman, and child. If you don't know, get to know. Tell them where you are.
Book of Psalms, chapter 83, and verse 4. It's like in verse 2. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head.
Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, you have real enemies. And it's not the brother that lives on the other block on another street. It's not the brother that's on 63rd, you live on 64. It's not the brother that's in Massey Hill or in Savoy Heights, all right? It's not the brother that lives on the south side and you live on the east side. Those brothers are dealing with the same psychological manipulation, the same oppression, the same poverty, the same deprivation as you. When are you going to recognize that? When are we going to recognize that as a people? We have enemies, man. At the root of your oppression, at the root of your struggling, at the root of that deprivation is the enemy, is the oppressor, man. And this is why we call him the devil that the Bible speaks of, because of gaslighting. We psychologically believe that we are inferior, and we're not. We're not inferior at all. There it is right there. If you can't just, you click that. No. I don't see him at all. Yeah, no sweat. Most High in Christ. Brothers trying to get into the stream, man. You know, shout out to everybody that's in the chat, everybody that's logged into the class. You know, we are the Israelite School, Universal Practical Knowledge, coming out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General YAHANNA. And it's Tuesday night. This is our scripture breakdown class / Brotherhood class, all right? And right now, you know, what got me pissed the hell off today is watching the video of these Asians that are coming across the southern border in droves. I mean, just showing no regard at all for the laws. They're coming across the border like they got a pass to come across the border, man. And it wasn't just, you know, a handful of Asians. It wasn't just a handful of, you know, Chinese people coming across the border. I'm talking about it had to be at least 100 of them that I saw in just that one video. And it's ridiculous. And I'm wondering, like, well, the conditions in China, are they that bad? Well, they truly believe that America is the land of opportunity for them. But it ain't for you, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, woman, or child. You are hated in this place. You are the nation that is not desired in this place, man. And I'm reading the chat, I'm reading the comments, and the first people that they try to demonize are the so-called Haitians, man. They want to demonize the Haitians after all of the oppression that they're dealing with, the civil unrest that they're dealing with right now in their country, because we want to meddle in their politics. It's a ridiculous thing, man. Keep reading that verse. We're in what, Psalms 83? Yeah. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians got to wake up, man. This is that wake-up call. If you ever walk past one of our camps or scroll past one of our videos on social media, we're on every platform. Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. As long as that, you know, TikTok, they about to be done with that. They voted to get that up out of here. Oh, Thawada says, I'll get in a second. Appreciate you. Most High in Christ. You know, we on platforms that I don't even think matter. You get the order, you follow the order. We. What else we got? X, formerly known as Twitter, Threads. We all over the damn place, man.
Sorry, sir. You said Psalms 83 and 3, sir?
Most High in Christ.
You
can take it from the top. We ain't in no rush. We're going to be in here all night. Take it from the top, 83 and 1.
Sir. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 83, verse 1. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace and be not still, O Yahweh. For look, verse 2.
See, this is what Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians got to get back to. recognizing where our power lies. It don't lie in you going out here buying up all the damn AR-15 ammunition, buying up all the AK-47s, all the 7.62, 39, all the what? The 5.56, the 2.23. That's not going to solve our problems. We weren't the ones that were blessed with the sword, man. The Most High selected us. He chose us. He is our power. We have to recognize that, man. We've been under the suppressor for so long. You know, we think our strength is in carnality. We think our strength is in brutality, man. And it's not. This is what we got to get back to doing. Calling upon the name of the Most High Power, whose name is Yahweh, man. Been in the Christian church your whole entire life and don't know the name of the Lord. Don't know the name of Christ, man. Jesus Christ was a very dark-skinned black man from the tribe of Judah. And his name is Yahweh Mashiach. You're not learning the language in the Christian church. What are they speaking in church? What tongue are they speaking in the church without an interpreter?
It's a lagi, sir. It's called gibberish.
Right.
Because it ain't the Lashawan Kodash, sir.
That's right.
You know, it's a lagi if I may. You know, when they say speaking in tongue, you know, I know Officer Tabawan can, you know, back me up on this. When we say tongue, it's not speaking of like driving in the Honda, kind of Mashanda, whatever the hell they talking about.
Time about bow tie.
Yeah, there you go.
Right.
It's a certain language. That's why Paul said what in 1 Corinthians that he was what? Bilingual. He speaks the tongues of men and the tongues of angels.
That's right.
You understand? So he was saying that he has two types of languages that he speaks. So like it, sir.
No, damn right. You went here with us today, Kodam, as you normally are. You know, I thank the Lord for brothers like you that answer the call. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna lay your goddamn sword down because you're not a coward. It's a lot of that, you know. You chose to go through Hebrew Academy. You can't afford to lay your sword down, man. You know, this is the home of no cowards. All right. So let's continue with the 83rd Psalm, Salakia.
Come. Verse 2. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult.
So it's not just the enemies of Israel or Yasha'Allah, but the enemies of the Lord. These people are against what the Most High has determined what is. I mean, they changed times and dates. They got you worshiping the sun, the moon, the stars. You worshiping the creation and not the creator. And we're following in their example. We've taken on their culture, man. So much so that we don't even know our own. We've lost our identity completely, okay? With the exception of the truth. And what is the truth? The truth is what? It's found here in the I.S.U.P.K. The truth is knowing these laws, statutes, and commandments. The truth is knowing that you are, you know, princes of the power. We're royalty, man. Go ahead, brother.
It's a lie, if I may. I think I finally understand why the Christian church don't like the Old Testament. You understand? Because the scriptures like this, for it says, for lo, thine enemies.
That's
right.
They
want to love everybody, as the scripture says. They say, brother, the scripture says, love your enemies. But then it says, thy enemies make a tumult.
Right.
You understand? We know the Lord has enemies.
What the hell is a tumult?
Oh, making a loud noise.
That's right.
Against Israel. You understand?
That's
so
right.
I fully understand now why the Christian church is so, you know, gung-ho on trying to do away with the Old Testament, because now you got to look in the mirror and say, you're a traitor to the Lord. You're a traitor to Christ. Because why would I love the very same enemies that unalive Christ?
That's right.
That, you know, ostracize the Most High's name. You understand? It's a lot.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right, Officer Quadam. You're talking about thine enemies make a tumult. I think of tumult, you know, you think of danger, you think of trouble. How are you going to be an enemy of God? That don't even make sense. It don't make sense at all, you know? But that's what we choose. We're choosing to be against our power. We're choosing to be against the creator of all things, man. And it don't make sense. So this makes it easy for me when I think about that, when I ponder on that. I'd much rather you be my enemy than me be at variance with the Most High. Give a damn about what you could do. Who cares what you could do? I'm more afraid of what the Most High Power can do to me and my soul, man. All right, let's keep reading the scripture, Baba Kusha.
Okay, sir. Salakia. And they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
That's right. What does it mean to lift up their head? A servant's supposed to have his damn head bowed, man.
Salakia says, oh, they walking around with their nose held high like they better than everybody.
They do. They think that they're better than us. So much so that Zephaniah said, we're a nation that's not desired. And we're the salt of the earth. Who don't season their food? They don't prefer the seasoning, the flavoring of this human existence. And it's real, that's surreal when you think about it. We're a nation that's not desired. And the Bible calls us the salt of the earth. And who don't season their food? And they don't like you in spirit at all. They don't want to be around you. Saw a video, some devil was looking at, he was demonizing the sister that was doing a TikTok, a little TikTok dance in the jacuzzi. And he overanalyzed the video. And I just got sick to my stomach because he doesn't understand. Well, I'm sure he does, but he's not looking at it through the lens of compassion. They have no empathy or sympathy for us. And it was two devils that were in the pool or in the jacuzzi that got out of the jacuzzi as soon as those girls start recording, And then he goes and he gives a little breakdown on, what was wrong and why they got out of the pool. But if you studied history, you'll see there was a time when we couldn't swim in their pools. There was a time where they poured acid in their pools to keep us from being able to enjoy ourselves, man. Why do we continue to have this love affair with white society? Why? You want a statue like Dr. Martin Luther King? You want to have a boulevard in every, south side of town, in every treasure city in America? Was it worth it? Even Dr. King himself acknowledged, that it was, what he did was a detriment to his people. He said, I fear I have what? Marched my people into a burning house? Something along those lines, man. And then shortly after that, he was executed or unalived, Salakia. He was unalived at the hands of a devil, man. The Lord has enemies, man. And most of us are enemies of the Lord. Like I said, you tell a brother stop eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, they look at you like, it's ridiculous, man. We were commanded to never eat these things. We were commanded to never do these things, to never worship other gods. When you look at their holiday system, each and every last one of their holidays, at the root of it is the worship of another god. It's all paganism, man. And the Christian church promotes the spirit of paganism and polytheism, the worship of other gods. Because they're not telling you to take that Christmas tree out of the sanctuary. They're not telling you, no, we're not going to be able to have an Easter egg hunt this Easter. They're not telling you that. They're going to have a Mother's Day service. They're going to have a Father's Day service, all of which go against the laws of God, man. So where do you stand, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man? Where are you going to stand? Keep reading that verse.
Khan, sir, verse 3. Khan, sir, verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
Crafty counsel, man. We learned back in Genesis, the Bible described the serpent as what? The most foul beast of the field, man. Salakia, put your mics on mute, Salakia. Unless you want to interject with a question or a thought, Baba Kushah. Read that again.
The book of Psalms, the book of Psalms, chapter 83, verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
That's right. Crafty counsel against thy people. There we go again with that possessive pronoun, thy. We belong to the most high power, the creator of all things. But we don't know that. We want to align ourselves with the Christian church. You want to be a Southern Baptist. Drove past a pack of Jehovah's Witnesses on the way in here. Where the hell is YAHANNA when you need him, man? I need YAHANNA to come blaze on these goddamn Jehovah's Witnesses that are downtown Fayetteville. Salakia for my language. I guarantee you they'll fear for their life just off of words, just off of a masculine presence, just off of just being confounded with simple things, man. And it's ridiculous. Don't make any sense. Crafty council. What is that crafty council? How many summits are they going to hold this summer? You think about what's the boxer's name that's going crazy right now? No. The Hispanic fighter. You know, everybody's saying he's going crazy. You know, he went to the Bohemian Groves, apparently. Ryan Garcia, the water sis.
Yep.
Yeah, Ryan Garcia. You know, that Bohemian. Go ahead.
Salakia.
Go ahead.
It's Ryan Garcia, sir. That's who you're talking about, Ryan Garcia.
My man, Trooper Kwame Parr, man. The water to you, brother. Yeah, Ryan Garcia. He talked about something called the Bohemian Grove. What is the Bohemian Grove?
Salakia. It's basically like where they like sacrifice children, like to Molech, and they go to the back room, and a lot of horrifying stuff happens to children. They sacrifice them and do other stuff that I can't name. I don't want to say the wrong term, but you know, they do stuff to children.
No, you're absolutely right. You know, before I came in here, I was all, you know, infatuated with conspiracies and secret societies. Wanted to know everything about the Freemasons. Wanted to know everything about what the Black Boule and you know, the Bohemian Grove and all of this. And I've seen actual pictures of Black children at the Bohemian Grove, and it's nothing but, you know, old white men all around them. You know, the heads of state, you know, men of renown, okay? And I'm like, why are these Black kids here? What are they doing here? So you know something very vile, wicked, and evil has to be transpiring there. Ryan Garcia ain't lost his damn mind, but he is a Christian. So I can understand his insanity, man. It don't make sense. Nothing makes sense in the Christian church, man. They don't know whether to go up or down or left or right, man. Keep reading that scripture.
Come, verse 4. They have said, come, and let...
You hit that fan.
Oh. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation.
Let them do what?
Let us cut them off from being a nation.
Deny your small business loan.
Let us cut them off from being a nation.
Have restricted covenants on the deed of houses in whole communities.
So like, let us cut them off from being a nation.
Yeah, put crack cocaine. You know, let's pump that in the ghetto.
Let us cut them off from being a nation.
That's exactly what's happened to us, man. We have been cut off from being a nation by the so-called oppressor, by all the nations, especially the Chinese that are coming across our southernmost border. Showing reckless abandon. It don't make any sense, man. Give me some other ways by which, you know, they have taken crafty counsel.
So like you said, the eugenics project.
The who?
Eugenics project.
Most High in Christ. You think about Planned Parenthood. With Margaret Sanger. You know, what are the figures on that? At one point in time, it was 250,000. I know it's way more than that when it comes down to Blacks and Hispanics. They don't want us to reproduce. And children are a gift of the Lord, man. You know, we have the ability to reproduce because the Lord blessed us with that. Unlike the other nations. You know? All right.
Okay, testing 1 2 1 2.
Yeah, Most High in Christ. What's up, Officer Yanazar?
Hey, shalom, sir. And let's not forget the lesbian and the gay movement, and also the women's liberation movement, the feminist movement.
Right.
The key factor.
That's right. You're absolutely right, Officer Yanazar. You know, you talk about the LGBTQ agenda. That is a crime against humanity in itself. Imagine if everybody decided they wanted to be LGBTQ. Humanity would cease to exist. Humanity would cease to exist, man, because nobody's procreating. Nobody's reproducing. Boys is liking boys and girls is liking girls. It's ridiculous, man. But, you know, I shouldn't be upset. I shouldn't be angry. I shouldn't be pissed the hell off about what's happening in the earth. I should be pursuing my happiness according to what the Constitution says, you know. All right, keep reading.
Khan, verse 5. Salaki, in the middle of verse 4. That said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
Come and let us cut them off from being a nation. You know, this sounds strategic, man. This sounds like a plan, you know, like they're planning, they're plotting to take us down. And all we want to do is serve our Lord, man. That's what we wanted to do in Egypt under Pharaoh. We just wanted to serve our Lord, serve our power. At least then we knew who we were in Egypt then. We got to get back to that. Got to get back to understanding and recognizing that we're God's chosen people as Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. And I'm going to sound like a broken record because that's what's important. And you ain't hearing it nowhere else. You're not hearing it nowhere else. If you've tuned into this class, take heed to the words, man. Take heed to the conversation. All right? Keep reading.
Come. That the name of Israel may be in no more remembrance.
The name of who?
Israel may be in no more remembrance.
Yeah, we got that so-called little hat, you know. We got the so-called little hat, got the whole world believing that he's the Jew. Right. That he's the people of the book. He don't match up with nothing in that book, man. He can't even just imagine those people in Egypt. It's the land of the sun, man. There's absolutely no way they'd be dying in droves from skin cancer and just being overexposed to the elements, man. Don't make any sense.
Salaki, sir.
Go ahead, brother.
If I may, another thing too, the small hats didn't get into that land until 1948 also.
Right.
Being in that land, and then also as well, like Hitler, I seen a book where it said Hitler knew that the Jews were black also. They were people of color. And there was a book that showed the Jewish man, small hat man, as it said bastard or something. I don't know, I can't remember the name of the book, but you know what I'm referring to.
You talking about Mein Kampf?
Khan, I think that's his name. That sounds about right.
Yeah. That's literature by Adolf Hitler.
Khan.
You know, that's supposed to be what do you call that? His greatest work, you know, is that book. I forget what you call it. Was it magnum opus or whatever? The manifesto, whatever. You know, it's all garbage. It's absolute garbage, man. We could be ever learning some nonsense. We need to master this Bible, though. You know, it's good to use those books for references, but we need to really take a look at that Bible and see exactly who we are and who the Most High Power expects for us to be, man.
Right.
And not be concerned so much with what everybody else is doing. You know, let them have their culture. Let them have their drug culture. I was driving on the way here and got a wafting of weed, man. Weed don't even smell the same these days, man. I got so sick to my stomach, I was nauseous. But it's everywhere. And they're going to open a dispensary in Asheville on 420. This is how simple our oppressor is, man. And if you Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, I mean, how long are we going to be in a drug-induced stupor in this place? How long? How much weed can we smoke, man? How many pills can we pop? You know, it's ridiculous. Keep reading, man.
Khan, verse 5.
The water, Officer Quadam.
Khan. For they have consulted together with one consent.
Right.
They are confederate against thee.
So we talked about those summits, you know, those councils, the Council of Foreign Relations, and we got the G12 and the G6 summit in the Bohemian Grove, which is coming up, right? All these are councils in the same manner by which we have councils. Or Salakia.
Salakia, so Cap is in.
Oh, sorry,
yeah,
Christ. So with that, Shalom. I'm gonna pass the class off to Captain of 13,000, Naya Thought, Salakia.
Hi, warriors. What's going on? Y'all can hear me?
Come, sir.
Give me 1 minute, right? I think I'm messing up here with my audio.
We hear you fine in Durham, sir.
I'm saying correct. So. All right, testing. What about now?
Kadawan Khan, you coming in clear in Durham.
All right, solid. Most sign Christ. All right, Akim. Aquachian, how y'all doing? Y'all good?
Kadawan Khan, y'all about Shemal Shai Barakapta.
The vibe, sir. Yeah, all right. What we doing? Where we at? Some stories for you today. We got dedicated.
So like we was reading the book of Psalms chapter 83 and finishing off in verse 5.
Okay, yeah, hold that. I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna definitely need that. So hold that, right? Any questions before I get into a little something local? Okay. I mean, if you're online, you could type your questions in. All right, then you'll get them answered. You know what I mean? Okay, let me share this to you. You'll hear about the about some farm getting fined for $187,000. We're gonna dedicate tonight for we Hispanic brothers and sisters. Put down where you at?
In the book of Psalms chapter 83 verse 5, sir.
Psalms 83 verse 5. All right. Read it.
Come. This is the book of Psalms chapter 83 verse 5. For they have consulted together with one consent.
Right? And the day is who? Who's the day?
So like you said, the other nations.
Yes, the other nations, correct. Right? Other nations have consulted together against thee. Right? Read on. And specifically with who? The so-called oppressor we call who? The white man, Esau.
Right.
You understand? Idomia. You know what I mean? Caucasians. You understand? Snowman and snow bunny, snow roach and snow roaches. You understand? They have done what? Conspired against thee. You understand? And these are the local story. Let me see if I could put it in the put it in the chat for somebody there in class to read it for me while we go through it. All right, who behind the computer?
So like it's Officer Kowal.
Kowal? Okay. Here it comes. Check the private chat. Here it comes. Just send it to your Kowal.
Come, sir. I got it.
Because I know if I have it on the screen here, you'll be straining to read this this article here, right?
I got you, sir.
All right.
All right.
And now remember what they've been saying about these brothers and sisters from the tribe of what? I.S.U.K, right? You know what I mean? This is when is election? Election is what? In 2024, right? This year is November 2024 is elections. All right. And every party, the Democrats, the Republicans, they have something to say about these about our brothers and sisters from the tribe of I.S.U.K. All right. So read this for me.
Khan, North Carolina sweet potato farm faces $187,000 fine after death of worker.
Right. After the death of a worker, they get what? 100 and what?
$187,000.
They get fined. They ain't close the business down on the act. They got fined. You understand? Right there in North Carolina, the Bible Belt. Right? Read on.
Khan, Spring Hope, North Carolina. A sweet potato farm owned by the husband of North Carolina State Senator Lisa Barnes faces a $187,000.
Hold on. Owned by who?
Owned by the husband of North Carolina State Senator Lisa Barnes.
My senator is saying that. A senator is saying. Somebody who's supposed to be in what? As senators, as a senator, they what? What's their job?
Salaki, sir. They make laws.
Yeah, they over people are. They over people's lives. You understand? They sit down and they say they make laws. You understand? They make sure that the food on the shelves, you know what I mean, is approved, basically. You understand? Your gun laws, whatever laws, they do it. All right. Read on.
Kind of one con. A GoFundMe page identified the victim as Jose Arturo Gonzalez Mendoza of Guanajuato, Mexico, who died in September after working in temperatures above 90 degrees at Barnes Farming in Nash County.
Above what?
Above 90 degrees at Barnes Farming in Nash County.
For black people, Hispanics, and Native Indians who say slavery is over, read that again for them.
Jose Arturo Gonzalez Mendoza of Guanajuato, Mexico, who died in September after working in temperatures above 90 degrees at Barnes Farming in Nash County.
What? So how did he die? Did he die? Okay. Not how did he die. I'm trying to phrase the question in a way where, okay, when brothers put that uniform on, that army uniform on, and go overseas, and they die, a flag gets shipped back to them. Who did they die for? Or what did they die for?
So, like it, sir, if I may,
Come on.
they died for America.
Yes, they died for America. So who did this brother die for?
He died for America as well, sir.
He died for
America, you sure?
No, sir. He died for he died for Senator Lisa Barnes' husband's farm.
Yes. You understand? That is who he died for. He died for his master. You understand? He died. The brother lost his life. You understand? Trying to be what? How come on.
He was trying to be a good slave, a good employee.
Yes. Good slave. I'll take that. That's what he was trying to be. You understand? He was trying to be a good employee. But guess what? This will never make it on the news. This will never make it to them senators who, you understand, who trying to say the border, we need tighter laws on the border. Well, let's find out from Senator if this brother, how this brother came across here. Ain't nothing gonna be said about that. You understand? When they very well know that these brothers and sisters coming across the border is going to do these jobs for next to nothing. And they're willing to do what? To work in temperatures that could get you unalive. And that did get this brother what? Unalive. Do you understand the type of mental slavery you had to be in, for you to forget about your health, to work? That's a different type of oppression now. You understand? Thank you for Commander during YAHANNA that, you know what I mean, he's setting up You know what I mean? Not just a school, like a government, a body. You know what I mean? So brothers and sisters will not have to do what? What did Christ say? Give me it in Matthews. Give me it in Matthew. Where he talk about your soul.
So you're talking about where it says, "Fear not the one that could unalive."
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Give me that. You understand? Give me that, brother. I mean, this is a horrible time. You know what I mean? The tribe of Issachar living in. All the tribes, I would say, are. These are horrible times. And if we don't start coming together, brothers and sisters will be starting to get unalive like this, because the oppressor, he's trying to get rich while America falls.
Right. I got a scripture when you're ready, sir.
Come on.
Comic-Con. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 28. And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell.
Right? So what is he saying?
So like it, sir, if I may, going line for line, it says, fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul. We know this is a, physical human being that, as so we know is what it said, he was a murderer from the beginning. You understand? So we know this is talking about one that unalive us. So we are not to fear these ones that can unalive us, but we're rather to fear the Most High.
So which means he would rather hear what? What would the Lord rather hear do in this case? What would Christ tell you do?
So, like you said, take a stance against the ones that are oppressing us.
Okay, meaning what? When they say take a stance, what you mean? So you on a farm working hard. You know what I mean? You're sweating. You understand? You check the temperature. You're real cautious. Check the temperature. It's extra hot out there.
So like, if I put myself in this situation and I see the temperature and it's that hot and it's crazy hot like that, I'm finding some shade on the one. You just gonna have to fire me that day. So like it.
That's what's gonna have to happen. But understand now, you saying that, right? You know what it's like? You ever hear brothers saying, I would not take that if I was in slavery. How they say? You remember how they say it?
Comic-Con, they be like, that was me. Shoot, I wish I would be out there. If that was me, I'd be in the shade. I wish I ain't. Yeah. If that was me, I would have took 10 lashes. I'd have took 2.
Yeah. Come on, you sound like
I might have been out there. Mass was tearing your butt up. I would have took all them lashes. I took 2. Massa hit you 50 times. You a punk. I would have took 2 lashes and then whip Massa.
Yeah.
I ain't be lying.
You understand? When brother, I tell it, brother, you had to understand that for you to be in that situation, for you to be working out there, life has to be what?
So like it, sir, hell.
Yeah, that's it. It has to be hell. It has to be hell arc. These people coming across the border to work in places like this, and these bastards go on national television and talk about these rapists, murderers, abusers. You understand? Like complain about these hard working Issacharites, these Mexican. You read a story like this is going to bring you close to tears knowing that that's your brother. You understand? Like it's going to hit home knowing that. And just know this is one brother we know about. I have another story. I think I brought it out back then, but we're going to bring it back up again to show you that brothers and sisters on them plantation, that they call farming, those are plantations. That type of condition you're working them in is a plantation. You understand? Let me not jump the gun. Kawal, read on.
Kana one Khan. The Department of Labor said Barnes Farming violated 3 worker safety rules, including not providing breaks, not having adequate access to water, and
what?
Not having adequate access to water. And not having adequate emergency response procedures.
Brother, you know what that mean?
That was a plantation for real.
Salakia, sir.
Salakia, sir.
Yeah.
That's just like the plantation life in America, where you didn't have no access to water. They used to have children come out with a pail of water from time to time to give people a little sip to survive. So they didn't even have that.
Yeah. So Core run only 3 things these bastards didn't have.
Kind of one con. Not providing breaks.
And what's that senator name?
The senator name is
Hold on.
Slacky.
Hold on. Tell me.
It's the the wife, Slacky, the sweet potato farm owned by the husband of North Carolina State Senator Lisa Barnes.
Man, that's Lisa Barnes, please. Spell it.
They're trying to.
What's her name?
Lisa Barnes.
Spell that.
Lisa, Lisa Barnes, Barnes. North Carolina State Senator Lisa Barnes.
Hold on.
Salakia,
yeah, Lisa Barnes. That's that. You know what I mean? Unalive her. You understand? You know what I mean? Like, come on, who was going to say something?
Salakia, sir, also Kadam, sir. I had a precept if I could, Baba Kasha.
Come on.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 50. It says, a nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young.
You understand? Like old and young, brother, they're not showing you no favor. Like, okay, this is what I do not understand. Right? And the thing about it is this. It's just 3 things to catch them on. When it could have been way more than that. And it's only because I.S.U.P.K fear getting deported by ICE. You understand? That this place ain't get fully investigated before. You understand? Like, we really need each other. We really have to look out and care for each other, because the oppressor, he does not care. He will run you like, you know, you ever had one of those remote control cars, brand new. You know what I mean? You play with it for the whole day. When the battery is finished, what you do? Huh?
You gotta charge it.
When the battery is done, Duracell. When them Duracells done, what you do?
Throw them in the freezer.
You got to get another one. You got to throw that one away and get another one, sir. So
yeah, you throw that one away. They treat us like batteries are. You understand? Like, they just get fined. Understand this. You'll ever hear about them like shooting at clubs? When there's an unaliving at a club, after a club, what happens to the club or in the club?
So like I said, like they'll shut it down and then like they'll change the name and
yeah, they'll shut it down, change the name, everything, do everything over. But not when it comes to these farmers. They don't shut them farms down. That farm's supposed to be shut down. Because if they find that you have workers working there that ain't getting water, what they ain't getting again, Kowal? No water.
Not providing breaks.
No breaks. What the hell is that? Uh-huh.
And not having adequate emergency response procedures.
And meaning there's nobody there with what?
Nobody has first aid. Nobody has anything.
Nobody have first aid. None. Nobody have first aid. Not even a defibrillator on site. You understand?
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
If they're not providing water, they damn sure ain't going to provide first aid.
Yeah.
You know?
You're right. And I could imagine what you call it again? The health care. They ain't getting no health care on that farmer. Nothing. You understand? You have COVID, Lord be with you, and them type of farms are. That's straight up slavery. That's straight up you treating these people like mules. You understand? And then again, I sure they will get a mule a break and get a mule some water. They're gonna have mercy on them animals. But when it comes to Hispanics, Native Indians, and blacks, it's somehow to them we're so strong we don't need breaks. We don't need no crime. We don't need water. What the hell is that? Right? Give me in Exodus where Pharaoh told the taskmasters to give them less straw, like to make the work hard. You know what I mean? And it's proof that we in Egypt all over again. Come on, I think that was Gopariath.
So what city did this happen in again?
Say the city, Kowal. What city it happening again?
In Nash, North Carolina.
In Nash or Ash?
Nash County, Nash, Nash County. It's called Barnes Farming in Nash County.
Yeah, so that Lisa Barnes place. I'm playing that. She set that up. She helped her husband. They all in zone. Otherwise, she would have come out and say something. Right. You understand? She's an accomplice.
It's near Rocky Mount, North Carolina.
Yeah.
So like so you were saying the senator, she owns that? That's her place?
But they say that's her husband, but I'm saying it's hers. That's hers.
Comic-Con. I got you because she's a senator. Comic-Con.
She's a senator. She making laws. All the laws she making, he breaking. You understand? And she knows about it. That's her husband farm. She should come out and say something. She should come out and distance herself from him or from the company, from the business. Right? And that's what I want you to do. What it did to Michael Vick? Michael Vick went to jail for what?
Dogfight. And
nobody going to jail for this brother dying. Somebody that's getting fined, a slap on the wrist. Somebody look up that farm for me. Look that farm up for me.
Barnes. No. You talking about the farm where the brother died or Michael Vick crib?
No, the farm that the brother died on. Look that up for me.
Everybody, it's called Barnes Farming.
Yeah. All right. Let me see if I can pull it up here. And it's in Spring Hope, North Carolina.
It's in Nash County. Well, right. It's the county's Nash, but right. It's east of Raleigh. It's near Rocky Mount. Barnes Farming Farm Pack. They probably got it renamed on the, some of it's like later.
No. I have it right here. That's it. That's the one. I have it right here. More than likely, brother, this here is $1 million, if not multi-million-dollar. This is you know what I mean?
So like
this ain't no joke. Come on.
Now I'm looking it up right now. So far, I don't even see a hospital in Spring Hope.
Yeah. Okay, it's not that it's supposed to have a hospital, but it's supposed to have somebody on there to like on site, just in case somebody has, you know what I mean, some type of medical issue. It's just like with schools, in schools, right? High school, elementary school, or even college, there is a nurse on site or a doctor on site, just in case something happened to the students. You understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. Anybody was able to pull it up? If not, I'm gonna show you all it.
Yep, Monkey, y'all pulled up the farm.
All right. These are farmers right here.
They got a website.
Yeah.
Farmpack.com.
Yeah, get them right here. You seen them?
Yeah, Cap got it. Yep, right there. Those blows, y'all can see it. Yep, Farm Pack. He said, "Click the Our Team button."
You understand? Which lets you know what this ain't no joke. This ain't no joke. This ain't no joke. You understand? Oh, President, your boy right here. But they will just give this just a what? Just corner of what? Of a story. Just piece of a story. When guess what? A brother died. You understand? He died. You understand? Because of what? Your lack of humanity. You understand? People not getting water out there. They wouldn't treat the dogs like that. They would not treat a dog like that. They will not. You understand? But they'll treat these brothers like that. You understand? That's who they'll treat like that. God chosen people. They're gonna treat like that. Like you just step on a damn roach. You just dust your foot off and you move on with your farming. That farm's supposed to be shut down. You understand? Because it's not taking the lives of these brothers seriously. Just imagine you need a labor force, some institution to come in and tell you you have to give people water. You need to have a nurse on site. You need to what's the other one? You need to give people breaks.
First aid.
Who the hell does that? You ever went to a job and they tell you no break?
Salaki Adawan. I'm looking at this the Our Team section, and they have, you know, all the accolades of the individuals that are on the executive team, and the farm manager Blaine Dixon, you know, he's very experienced. It says he has been with Barnes Farming since 2014. His responsibilities include labor management, so he should know full well what to do with respect.
Who is that one? What's his name?
Blaine, Blayne Dixon. He's the farm.
Let's get Blaine Dixon on. That's Blaine Dixon. You understand? All the experience in the world. Why it is North Carolina ain't bringing this and letting us know that this brother died on the watch? Why they ain't doing it?
Come on. Because that means that they don't have any plans on making things better or changing it.
You're right. So you know what? More than likely, his produce goes to the judge and whoever. I don't know. You understand? More than likely. Right? I don't know. Come on.
So they got fined. Is they going to give that money to his family?
Brother, let's see. Let's read on, Kowal. Let's read on and see.
Kanawakan. The company has 15 days to appeal. WRL News reached out for a comment, but has not heard back. WFAE Radio reported Mendoza was working at Barnes Farming and Spring Hope as a seasonal employee. In a statement, Barnes Farming said they're deeply saddened by Mendoza's passing and that the North Carolina Growers Association will pay for his funeral expenses.
Who will pay for his funeral expenses?
The North Carolina Growers Association.
So the North Carolina Growers Association responsible for this brother dying.
Right, that's crazy.
That's what you're telling me.
It's like the Barnes want no liability. They're just trying to wipe their hands with it.
Or this is a what? Common practice.
Okay.
Amongst the growers. Right? This is a common practice amongst these growers. Right? Where somebody get on somebody's farm, we all come together and chip in to help bury him. And now we just pay the state a fine. So you telling me this brother, his life worth nothing after he done give you his life, his last breath? He didn't die home. Kowal, did he die home?
Sir.
Where they say he died at?
He died at Barnes Farming in the field.
Man didn't die in his bed. That man died on the job.
So like the other one.
Come on.
Okay, now I also found put up an article as well on the same subject matter where it says workers were only allowed to take 1 5-minute break in a 6-hour workday.
One what?
Workers were only allowed to take 1 5-minute break in a 6-hour workday.
So now you take 1 minute break. 5-minute break. Guess what that is? To the restroom and back.
Yep.
So which means they have to what? Eat and work. Right? Mm-hmm.
I don't believe they only worked them for 6 hours. I don't believe that either. I don't believe that.
Yeah, and you know what's so wild about it too? You know, making me, you know what I mean, get to understand the news and Esau and his propaganda. Keep an eye on this Israel and Palestinian thing that's going on. And Haiti, what's going on. And you will see, you understand? Because it's like this. It's like this. Has black people, Hispanics and Native Indians, gotten justice for the atrocities that happened to them, for the slavery that happened to them?
Sir.
Right?
Hey, Salaki, sir. If I may, I'm going to say something, if I could comment on the Haiti situation.
Yeah, come on.
Because I was reading some article. I sent the article I think I sent you the article. Whereas the Haitian president agreed to send the 1,000 police officers the Kenyan president agreed to send 1,000 officers to Haiti, but the courts in Kenya fought against him, so it's delaying the whole process. And so now the United States, because they found the iridium over there, whatever the hell it is, that now United States want to send the Marines over there instead of the Kenyans, because the Kenyan legal system is trying to fight to keep the Kenyans from actually being sent over there. Although the president of Kenya did agree with the United States, they probably paid them, and now they want to, the courts, they're having a fight in Kenya over in the courts, whether they should send those troops over there. It's supposed to be 1,000 peacekeepers that they're supposed to send to Haiti from Kenya.
Yeah, we know peacekeepers. We know what they're about. Yeah, we know exactly what them peacekeepers are about. Yeah, that there, you know what I mean, that's a class in it by itself also too, when it comes to Haiti. You know what I mean, maybe next class we go over, you know what I mean, some history and some stuff with Haiti for them brothers and them too. Who is in hell? Yeah. All right. Like, pay attention to the news, because the propaganda they're pushing, right, is to the point where if you're not, I'll just say it like this: if you're not in the UPK, you could get caught up with this news. You understand? You could be the one choosing a side. You understand? If you're not in the UPK, because you're caught up in the propaganda on both sides of the field. You understand? Like, the only investigation I will take for this whole farming is if it's Hispanics who are allowed to go in and do the investigation. You understand? If the Mexicans were allowed to go in and do the investigation on why this brother got unalive. But when you have the state doing it, you understand? Then somebody just gonna get $187,000 fine. You understand? It's the same thing like with us. We're expecting the man who put us in slavery to give us justice. It doesn't work like that. Somebody else gonna have to come and give you justice if you can't get justice for yourself. You understand? Somebody gonna have to come and get it for you. You understand? And that's why, you know what I mean, the black man by the name of Jesus Christ, he's going to come and he's going to get justice for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You understand? Johnny Barnes, don't worry. Enjoy your money. Enjoy your money, man. You and Lisa Barnes, enjoy your money. You understand? One family. Who knows? Did they say if the brother had kids or a wife or a family?
Does it say family? He's got family.
We got family, right? Who gonna cry? Who gonna cry with his family? Who gonna cry? Who gonna take care of his kids? Now, these kids had to grow up without a father. You understand? Because of your negligence as a slave master, as an oppressor. But I know how you're thinking. A roach. You just stepped on a roach. Just dust your foot off, man, and move on. Right? And any more on that call?
Khan. The statement says Mendoza was harvesting sweet potatoes when he reported to his field supervisor that he was not feeling well and was going to sit on the bus, their transportation, which was to the field.
You understand? So he actually did what? He actually reported he ain't feeling good. Yo, there in that hot sun, that heat, brother.
So like the other one.
Come on.
If I'm not mistaken, did I hear Kawal correctly when he said a field supervisor?
Yes.
That sounds just like the taskmasters in Egypt that you pulled earlier, Adwan.
Yeah. Right. Oh yeah. We did we read that one? No, we didn't get that. We didn't read that one as yet. Oh. Come on, read that one for me in Exodus. So what I remind me, Gapari. What Exodus for me? Kodam, you get it right. Let me know when you have it. All right.
Saved already. I didn't know where to start. I got it in chapter 5. I know this is where Moses came to Pharaoh and said, "Let my people go." Further down, did you want to start where he said about the taskmaster, sir?
Yeah.
Okay, Khan. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 5, verse 10. It says, "And the taskmasters of the people went out, and their officers, and they spake to the people, saying, Thus said Pharaoh, I will not give you straw."
What did he say?
Thus said Pharaoh, I will not give you straw.
So we were already working hard under this bastard called Pharaoh. You understand? Under this Hamite, this African. Right? And he's saying to the children of Israel, what?
I will not give you straw. So like I said,
I will not. Go ahead.
If I jump up to verse 4, this is more so going into what happened at his farm too.
Yeah, come on.
Exodus chapter 5.
And while you're doing that, right? I think Maya sent me some. Maya, send it to Kowal. Do you hear me, Maya? Send it to Kowal.
I.S.U.P.K 910@gmail.com.
Or you can text us and just read it, just for time's sake. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Kodam.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 5, verse 4. And the king of Egypt said unto them, wherefore do ye, Moses and Aaron, let the people from their works? Get you unto your burdens.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 5, and Pharaoh said,
so he's saying, get ye unto your what?
Your burdens.
Unto your burdens. Meaning go back in that field. You fine. Read on.
Verse 5. And Pharaoh said, behold, the people of the land now are many, and ye make them rest from their burdens. Verse 6. And Pharaoh commanded,
and you make them what?
And you make them rest from their burdens?
You make them what? What does that mean?
So like you say, you're like, man, you got all these people sitting here and they all not working. That's just like how the slave master today do or the oppressor do today. They see a black man or a Hispanic man, Native Indian man at the slave, and they like, oh, why you ain't working? You know what I mean? It's like, they don't want you to rest not one bit. This is same spirit right here.
Maya sent me something there. What could all get and read it for me?
It says, the question online, is it illegal to work 8 hours without a break in North Carolina? Answer, North Carolina law does not require mandatory meal breaks or rest breaks for employees who are age 16 or older. Employees who are under the age of 16 must receive a meal break for at least 30 minutes after 5 hours of work. The Fair Labor Standards Act does not call for mandatory rest breaks for workers of any age.
Salaki out of one. Salaki out of one.
Yeah.
So contextually, with respect to the workers that are on that farm, they use this H2A program. It's a temporary agricultural program that helps employers who anticipate a lack of available domestic workers to bring foreign workers to the U.S. to perform temporary or seasonal agricultural work. So I looked at their Instagram page, and you could see they spotlight some of their employees, as like a gift to the minority workers. So they have put Hispanics over these workers in these, that are in the field, and they know about the conditions because they set up temporary housing for these workers. So they know exactly what they're enduring. So they're all, they're all in on it. They all know about the practices.
Yes.
So
this is you correct, Bankaya. This is all about America being a capitalistic system, basically. You understand? They are going to wring us dry. You understand? And without the truth, this could have been me or you, Ark. You understand? This could have been me or you. We lost our job. We're looking for one. Either hit the streets or you're working a farm. You understand? And now this brother here saying what? He was not feeling good. He wants to go sit in the van. Right? Kowal, hold that. Kodam, finish it.
Come. The book of Exodus, chapter 5, verse 6. And Pharaoh commanded the same day the taskmasters of the people and their officers, saying, verse 7, ye shall no more give the people straw to make brick, as heretofore, Let them go and gather straw for themselves.
Let them what?
Go and gather straw for themselves.
So he is increasing your burden. I thought slavery was over. You understand? He make it into a way right now where you do what? The chain's not even on you physically. It's up here.
Right.
So guess what? Even though you're not feeling good, if you don't go to work, you don't get what? You don't get paid. So that for sure is going to do what? Mess you up mentally.
Right.
Because now Esau don't make money, right? He don't make that money more important than your health. You understand? He don't make that money more important than the air you breathe out. You understand? That's how important Esau don't make that money, that paper, that tree. You understand? We fighting over leaves or tree bark, as Jeremiah was saying. You understand? That's what we fighting over mentally. You understand? We will unalive each other for that money. You understand? And look what happened. So now, based on the laws, what you're saying, what happened now? Now I understand why he got slapped on the wrist. 187,000. Right? And I think they look at it as a them construction job where somebody might fall off a scaffold and die. You understand? Maybe they look at it like that. You understand? Who knows? They bastards nonetheless. Right? Come on.
Verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
And the tale of the bricks which they did make heretofore, you shall lay upon them. You shall not diminish out therefore. It's like thereof. For they idle. Therefore they cry, saying, let us go and sacrifice to our God.
You understand? So now, why are they doing this? Why are they putting us in this situation where we can't even get a break? I'm not even just talking about the Hispanic brother now. I'm talking about brothers on the whole. You go to a job, ain't no break. Sometimes you're bringing work home. You go to work for 8 hours, but you actually work in 12-hour shift because you bringing the work home. Why? Read it one more time, Kodam.
Sir. The book of Exodus, chapter 5, verse 8. And the tale of the bricks which they did make heretofore, you shall lay upon them. You shall not diminish out thereof, for they be idle.
Right. So meaning what? Whatever I'm telling you to do here, the bricks that you're making should be the same amount, no less.
Oh God.
So now you're increasing the burden, and you're telling them the productivity have to stay what? At that level. That's the kind of oppression we under. Read on. And this is proof that Esau could not have been an Israelite.
That's right.
You understand? That type of pressure, that type of slavery, oh, he would have buckled under that joker.
That's right.
You'd have been reading about John jumped from the top of the pyramid. You'd have been reading about a couple of them dive off that pyramid. You understand? Took a nosedive, straight suicide. You understand? You'd have been reading about that because that's how they are. They use this think. You know what I mean? They look at their bank account and it ain't looking right. You know what I mean? Somebody fitting to pay for it. You understand? Either the self or some building. You understand? But that ain't us. Pharaoh put that on us, and what happened? Read on.
Verse 9. Let their more work be laid upon the men, that they may labor therein, and let them not regard vain words. Verse 10. And the taskmasters of the people went out, and their officers, and they spake to the people, saying.
Now hold on, Kodam. You pass something there. We can't pass that up. You pass something there that's very important in this story. Very, very important in this story.
So you're talking about verse 8 where it says, let us go and sacrifice to our God?
Read it.
Verse 8. And the tale of the bricks which they did make heretofore, you shall lay upon them, you shall not diminish out thereof, for they be idle. Therefore cry, saying, let us go and sacrifice to our God.
What is that saying, Ark? Why you think you're working extra hard just to make it through the day, Ark? Just to pay your bills? Where's the about 5 or 6 years ago, what was the APR on a house, on a car? What's the APR? What's the APR for a house right now? Anybody knows?
It's like, if I'm not mistaken, like 12.6, something like that, sir.
When?
Today.
For what? For a car?
For
a house?
For a car.
Yeah, for a car, I believe it's, yeah, it could be that, depending on your credit score.
Yeah.
For a house, it's like what, 7%?
Yes, sir.
Almost double.
Yes, sir.
Which means what?
That no matter how hard we work, it's still not going to amount to anything. They can change it.
Yeah,
if they
you Negroes gain too much money. So guess what? I'm gonna send that joint up on you, and let me see you. Let me see a ball.
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
Is that like also why the reason why, like, when blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, like us, our people, like when we move into certain housing developments, like the property tax goes up? Could that be the same reason?
Yes.
Right.
Yes. You understand? Correct. That could be the same reason. You understand? Like what they not and all those like taxes that going up is really to oppress you more. Why? Because America can't say they don't have the money. Right? They cannot say they do not have the money because they're sending billions of dollars to Ukraine and Israel. So they can't say they don't have the money to sustain the economy across here. They do have the money, but just having oppression, somehow with oppression, it's, how to put it? Like, it's almost in a way, okay. Like, okay, if America so oppressive right now, right? Why the borders and them getting, why more and more people coming across the border? Why?
So, like I said, they want to keep the labor costs down so that they can increase their profits. That's basically what it is.
Now you gain on it. Yanaza, you're hitting it. But back to our people, why it is Pharaoh was telling us that we were idle and we want to go serve our God. How you bring that back to today?
Salaka, sir. Us being in the truth, understand? So we serve our God, and we have the knowledge and the truth on how we're going to, get out of this slavery, this captivity. But if you just working and worrying about paying your bills, you're not worrying about the truth. You're not worrying about.
That's it, Yahanna. I'm gonna give you a hand. The oppressor, he studied this Bible a lot, and he know if you have time on your hand, you would search for the truth. You understand? He knows you will search for the truth. He knows you're gonna search for who you are. It's just like you ever met someone who never who grew up as a foster child. When they grow up, what do they want to know? When they come of age,
So
what do they want to know? Come on.
The first thing they want to know is who's their birth parents.
Yeah. And then they go what?
Searching for them. They're going
looking for them.
Everywhere, looking for them.
Yeah. Because they want to know the truth. They want to know why it is you did what? You left me. Why it is. You understand? You black people have time on their hand. Guess what? Why it is we at the bottom? Why it is a Chinese stores in our community? We have an Arab store in our community. Where all the black stores? What's going on? But you bring that to somebody right now. What he gonna tell you? Man, I got bills to pay. What do them rich MF be saying? What do they be saying when you come at them and tell them why you ain't coming out and saying something on behalf of black people? What do they say?
So, like you, sir, get a job.
Yeah, they tell us get a job, but these rich of us, they basically say what? Yo, I got bills to pay. I can't worry about taking a knee. I can't worry about doing this. What did Jesus say about that brother kneeling? We done. Come on.
Salakia, sir. He was talking about Colin Kaepernick.
Yes.
And basically, he was basically asking, like, what else? Like, we took the knee. I heard the audio. He said, we basically took the knee, but what's next? What else?
You understand?
Right.
Why? Because Jay-Z wants money. You understand? He got bills to pay. You understand?
Salakia, right? Sir.
Come on.
If I may, too, a lot of those, the Arabs, the Chinese, they're all put in there. Like, you might see a couple white people owning smoke shops. You might see them in our community too, but they're put there to basically profit off our people. And then when they get the money, like the Chinese, they'll give back to their people, their nation, or they'll move out the community. That's what they're basically there for, to profit off our people.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah. They have the shops in your community, but they don't live there. You understand? All right? Quadam, read on.
Check. Kamikaze, verse 11. No, Salaki, verse 9. Let their more work be laid upon the men, that they may labor therein, and let them not regard vain words.
Read on.
Verse 10. And the taskmasters of the people went out, and their officers, and they spake to the people, saying, Thus said Pharaoh, I will not give you straw. Verse 11. Go ye, get ye straw where ye can find it, yet not aught of your work shall be diminished.
So he telling them to do what? Go wherever you could go. Just get it. But guess what? Your work better not diminish. You understand? Your work better not diminish. You could be sick. Brother, you have they give you 2 days sick leave. You up in the bed with COVID or some ailment and you miss them 2 days. What's going to happen? If you go back to work on the 5th day, you are getting a letter saying, thank you for your services. You're no longer needed. You understand? So guess what? We knowing that, we go to work what? We go to work sick act. You know how much people had COVID and still show up to work? You know how many of us did that? And showed up and had to be told to go back home. Why? Because of the severity of that illness. Nobody wanted it. You understand? People treated COVID like AIDS in the 80s. In the 80s, you tell somebody you had AIDS and they say now in the room, they're getting up and walking out. Because they're going to be thinking what the air that they breathe, they might contract the virus. You understand? All right? And that's how they treated COVID. That's the only reason why some of us were sent back home. But if it was for the oppressor, brother, you will have a mask on, picking orange. You understand? Reaping tomatoes. You'll have a mask on with COVID if your oppressor had it his way. You understand? All right? Because his money is worth more than you. That tree bark is worth more than me and you are. All right? Any more on that, Kodam? Any more thing coming out of them filthy bastards' mouth? You see the Kodam?
Khan, they kind of got a little rowdy with Israel. I don't want.
Come on.
I'm gonna jump down to verse 13. It says,
because for real, these slave masters, they for sure got rowdy with him because they thought more than likely he was faking to get out his son. All right, read on.
Verse 12, it says, so the people were scattered abroad throughout all the land of Egypt to gather stubble instead of straw. Verse 13, and the taskmasters hasted them, saying, fulfill your works, your daily tasks, as when there was straw. Verse 14, and the officers of the children of Israel, which Pharaoh's taskmasters had set over them, were beaten and demanding, wherefore ye have not fulfilled your task in making brick both yesterday and today, as heretofore. Verse 15, then the officers of the children of Israel came and cried unto Pharaoh, saying, wherefore dealest thou thus with thy servants? Verse 6, there is no straw given unto thy servants, and they say unto us, make brick, and behold, thy servants are beaten, but the fault is in thine own people.
Cutting them. Right? Cutting them. Now pay attention to this. Read on.
Verse 17. But he said, ye are idle. Therefore ye say, let us go and do sacrifice to the Lord. Verse 18. Go therefore now and work, for there shall no straw be given you, yet shall ye deliver the tale of bricks.
So what was Pharaoh trying to do?
Obviously, he was trying to make sure that they did not connect with their God, with their power.
A little more than that. What was he trying to do? Okay. Why did Pharaoh tell them the idol?
Because he wanted to maximize their time as far as labor.
No,
come on.
They asked to go worship.
Who asked?
Moses on their behalf.
Moses on their behalf. Now understand this, brother, and you will understand your slave master. You will understand your oppressor. What is this oppressor trying to do?
Salaki, sir, he's trying to blame Moses for the people not doing the work that he commanded them to do.
No.
Salaki, so he's to get them to defy the Most High power.
No, you're getting on it. How?
Salaki, sir.
Come on, Akashka.
He's trying to punish all of the people once Moses make that request and bring it to him. So he's punishing everybody.
Like it, sir.
Come on.
It's like you're saying Obadiah, Isaiah. He's trying to be like the Most High. Who's trying to be like the power, meaning like Moses going to him is like submitting unto him to get permission. Although we know we have to, we turn to the Most High power. And
quit that. I said it.
Oh,
time six.
Salakia, sir. Salakia,
Come
sir.
on.
To turn the people against Moses, sir.
That's what he's trying to do. That's what he's trying to do. Understand that. When we come out on the streets, what do they say? You all go get jobs. You all what did WAC 100 say?
Salakia, sir.
Uh-huh.
Basically, like kissing the boot was not a good thing. It's gonna cause white people to basically come attack us, basically. Paraphrasing.
Yes, black people, right? So meaning what? What is he trying to do?
He's trying to make us like afraid of them, like put our spirit in fear.
No.
Feel guilty.
Guilty of fear.
Okay, remember, right? The oppressor is trying to do what? Pharaoh was trying to what? Turn the people against Moses.
Come on.
So they won't come and ask for time to go serve their God. Right? Sometimes brothers behave like who? The oppressors. Right? And they want to turn what? The people against the UPK. As if we's the one oppressing them. You understand? We not the one oppressing them. We not oppressing them. Did you see any one of us put chains on them oppressors when they come up at camp and say kiss the boots? No, we don't oppress them. You understand?
Salakia, sir, if I may.
What? Come on.
Even Captain Tazariak, he even said on his Clubhouse interview where he was basically saying we give them a choice. It's not like we're forcing them to do anything. We go to the Bible, get the scripture, but we give them a choice rather to, bow before the feet of the prophets. We don't force anything upon them.
Yes, correct. All right.
So
do that. Come on.
If I could, I don't want exactly what you're saying is further down because, like I see what you're talking about now, because that's why Pharaoh put the children of Israel, the officers and the children of Israel over Israel to make them do the work. But then they came back to Moses in verse 20, if I could, sir.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 5, verse 20. And they met Moses and Aaron, who stood in the way as they came forth from Pharaoh. Verse 21. And they said unto them, the Lord look upon you and judge, because ye have made our Savior to be abhorred in the eyes of Pharaoh and in the eyes of his servants, to put a sword in their hand to slay us.
You understand?
So like if I may, that's going right back to Matthew 10 and 28, where it says, fear the ones that can kill the body. So like fear the ones that can so like don't fear the ones that can kill the body, but fear the ones that can kill the soul and body in hell. That's right back
so, yes, sir, if I may.
Come on.
That's exactly what WAC 100 said. He said that white people were, because of the boot kiss, was going to retaliate against innocent old ladies and children because we getting a boot kiss. It's the same thing.
Right. But he won't say they're evil for doing that. You understand? If an oppressor try to harm you because some other oppressor is kissing in boots, you won't say he's wrong for doing it. You understand? You think we were happy to kiss the so-called oppressor boots in slavery? Hell no. But we in that time were what? Forced to do it. We were forced to put our heads in barrels so we couldn't laugh in public because we couldn't make them feel as if we were laughing at them. You understand? And now these Uncle Toms trying to do what? Trying to come up against Moses, right? And that's to show how these bastards, they read our record and they understand it good. They understand it real good. You understand? That's why I said, look at the news. Take a look at that news. You see what Israel is doing to them Palestinians? Why you think they're bombing them and they're harming them the way they're harming them? What you think is to do? Why you think they're doing it?
To decrease their numbers and to further the control of them.
No. What's the purpose of them doing it?
So lucky, sir, to turn them against Hamas.
That's it. Why would you do that? You understand? They do the same thing to us, right? When we at camp, you never hear brothers say, "Yo, you know what I mean? You when the oppressor look at you, he's gonna see me, or when he look at me, he's gonna see you, and I won't get the job." Nobody know. You'll never heard about that, right? That happened at camp already. You understand? A brother came up after camp and was like, "Yo, when I go for a job, my slave master is going to see you when I'm sitting right there. So could you please stop what you're all doing? We have to love everybody." You understand? All right? When they did us that in slavery too. Why you think there was no more fighting us? Because the strong ones who was trying to rebel, what did the oppressor do? What the oppressor did to them?
He killed them.
Yeah, he lynched them. Yeah. And then he put what? More labor on you. And now guess what? We in 2024. You understand? And us as black people, we don't know our name. We don't know our culture. We'll work to death for a man who hates us. You think that them farmers know about this man's family? You think the people who run in that farm know about his family? Care toots and nail about his family? If they did know his family and care about his family, they'd have take care of that man's health way better than that. Come on, read on.
Count of the one kind. It says, the statement says Mendoza was harvesting sweet potatoes when he reported to his field supervisor that he was not feeling well and was going to.
He reported to his master. Go ahead.
And was going to go sit on the bus until he felt better. After another supervisor checked on him, it was decided an ambulance should be called. The cause of his death has yet to be determined.
You know why, right? The state not going to pay for autopsy, and the oppressor sure ain't going to pay for the autopsy. And we know, based on the type of slavery he had, his family more than likely would not have had the money to pay for autopsy. So guess what? Barnes and them just get a slap on the wrist. Pay a fine. Pay a fine, and then allow us to come on there on site and supervise to make sure everything is in proper procedure. You understand? This is like any other death on a slavery. It's on a construction site, on the police force, on anything. You understand? To them. You understand? Right? Any more? That was it?
Cut on cut.
All right. And now, I don't know if you all remember this. And that's what I'm saying. All these stories, you know what I mean, popping up now because of the media and stuff and information, the way I mean, how the world is right now with information. You understand? But bet your bottom dollar, these things been going on for years. Like he's just one in maybe 1,000 brothers that we know about. And now we're gonna learn about a sister here tonight if you didn't know about her. Cool. I'll send you another one. We're gonna run through this one. I know we up on the time.
Come on, sir. All right.
You got it?
Con.
Go ahead.
All right. They acted like it didn't matter. Daughter of farm worker that died speaks out. Speaks out. All right. It reads on. Bakersfield, California. It has now been more than a month since 58-year-old Rosa Sanchez, a farm worker, lost her life after a truck ran over her 2 times while picking carrots. It happened on September 20th at the new Koyama Grimway Farms location.
So now let me see. You think Esau going to take these jobs these Hispanics taking? You think these brothers who saying they're Hispanic coming and taking with jobs going to take these jobs? Huh?
Sir.
No. They're not going to take these jobs. Are you expecting to be run over by a truck picking carrots? Boy, read on.
Khan. Her daughter, Miriam Ramirez, spoke to eyewitnesses. Slocky, it'll pop up. Sorry. 1 second. Her daughter, Miriam Ramirez, spoke to Eyewitnesses News and shared that the man responsible for her death has not been arrested. And I quote, she says, "I saw that the truck was going forward and I heard people scream," said Ramirez. "I then realized I couldn't see my mom." Ernesto Perez Jr. was a close friend of the family and witnessed his friend dying. Perez said the driver of the truck was known by everyone for being reckless. The same week, he hit a truck. Before that, he hit a tractor and then water jugs, said Perez. They drove reckless and fast. Both Perez and Ramirez said workers continued to pick carrots while Sanchez's body was close by. It is not clear who ordered people to keep picking, but in a statement made by Grimway on Friday, they deny any responsibility.
Boy, you understand the pressure we under. Try by Isupk. Why do they bring up stories like this? You know what I mean, in the media. Right. You understand? Why they don't bring up stories like this to see how hard these people work? You understand? Why they don't? Instead, they make them out to be villains. You understand? And I could see why they're doing that now. You understand? Because America, part of America history and part of Esau history outside on these islands that was already inhabited, right? Who came across here? Who were allowed to come across to America? What type of slave master was allowed to come across here? Do you all know? Akim?
Come on, repeat that, sir. What do you mean?
Yeah, slave
like
master.
The Irish
right?
and them.
Yeah, but what type? Tell me my type. Was it the rich ones? Was it the poor ones? Was it criminals?
Was all of them, sir. All of them.
Right? More so you who? Your criminals. And the ones that owed, that came across here and did what? They work as indentured laborers. You know what indentured laborers are? What's an indentured laborer?
If I may, sir.
Uh-huh.
It's a person that has a term contract to work for you.
Yes. Right? But it's not what? This is not what? It's not slavery. Right? And they came across here and they work. And they work. But guess what? Now in America today, guess what? They're rich. Nobody can't tell them nothing. You understand? And they're willing to do what? Oppress us to the point where what? You could tell people go back to work while a body is on the ground. You know what is that? And this
jail.
The sister who giving this story is the woman's what?
Daughter.
Yeah, that the woman's daughter. She giving this story. She was on the plantation at the time. You understand? She was on the plantation at the time. Right? Now, let me show you something here, right? These from a book. All right. Cole, you able to read that?
Kind of what kind? It says, oh, you see another one? Kind of one side.
On the screen.
Kind of what kind?
Let me bring it up big. Let me blow it up big.
Yeah, I can read. I can see it. All right. It says, Capitalism and Slavery, 3rd edition. You want to read the highlighted area?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you got to move the.
Hold on. I'm gonna help you. Huh?
No sweat.
No, I think that's it there.
Okay. It's just the pictures are over the bottom portion. I can see the top paragraph.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna get right back all.
No, so there it is. Perfect. Capitalism and Slavery, 3rd edition. The immediate successor of the Indian, however, was not the Negro, but the poor white.
You understand this, right? This is slavery. This is when Christopher Columbus and them came over. You understand? And they done conquered what? The Native Indians. Right? Read it. And you realize what the brother called us, right? Right? This book is from a brother from Trinidad and Tobago. His name was Dr. Eric Williams. He was the first, I think, Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago.
So you knew not to call us African Americans.
You understand? He mentions African, but what I realize is he is more so saying Negroes.
Okay.
You understand? Can't get it from that. Only in the truth here, you know the difference. You understand? And when I say the difference, meaning you won't dare say African out your mouth when describing a brother. You understand? That type of how to put it, that type of rudeness ain't gonna settle well in here. You understand?
Right.
But you know what I mean, brothers, they in the world, right? Writing the books, right? You can't just have the truth. You're gonna have to have what how Esau looks at us, right? But back then they used to call us Negroes, so he's mentioning Negroes. Read on.
These white servants included a variety of types. Some were indentured servants, so-called because before departure from the homeland, they had signed a contract, indebted by law, binding them to service for a stipulated time in return for their passage. Still, others known as redemptioners arranged with the captain of the ship to pay for their passage on arrival or within a specified time thereafter. If they did not, they were sold by the captain to the highest bidder. Others were convicts sent out by the deliberate policy of the home government to serve for a specified period.
You understand? Right? These are people here who came across here and did what? They made up America. They're the ones. They're the one who didn't want to pay taxes to who? To England. You understand? And now, today, they don't have a country like America that is totally bent on trying to oppress, first and foremost, God-chosen people, and next, the entire world. They're trying to conquer this entire world, but using us as a platform. You understand? You understand? All right? America was the last place to do what? To abolish slavery, so-called abolish slavery. Because slavery made them what? Rich. All right? America is the richest country on the face of the earth. But what black people don't understand, Hispanics and Native Indians, they think running from their country and coming across here, they're going to have it nice. No, you're going in cages. No, you're going on the fields to be worked until you die. You understand? But they make it as, you know what I mean, there's a pot of gold on this side of the rainbow. And brother, there's a field waiting for you. You understand? A grave site waiting for you. And without this brotherhood, we will not conquer it. You understand? Without this brotherhood arc, I'm telling you, this could be one of us. This could be one of our wives. This could be one of our children. You understand? Thanks be to the Lord, he had mercy on us. He opened our eyes and had Commander YAHANNA and these generals here to hold on to this truth.
That's right.
You understand? So you learn, you're going to give your soul to your people. You understand? To your family. You understand? To your brethren, to your sisterins. That's who you're going to give. You understand? Your love to. Not them bastards. You understand? Son too hot, you pick that phone up and call. You know what I mean? Your slave master driving you like a mule, you pick that phone up and call. You understand? You know what I mean? And you're going to be told exactly what to do. You understand? All right? Any questions before I pass the class over to the priest and officer? If not, we will get them next week again. All right. I'll end it there. I'll pass the class over to priest and officer Bankiel to water.
Men of Israel, Majim, I'm going to render one courteous salute to Captain I.S.U.P.K. Men of Israel, Majim, Barak, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Barakathah.
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Barakathum.
Yada Matah, hands down. Saran, turn your face to sisters. Sisters, Majim, which means to stand. Men of Israel, we're going to render one courteous salute to our sisters. Majim Shabbat, Majim, Barak, Yahweh Shema.
Ba'Shem Yahushai.
Yada Matah Yashab means to be seated. I.S.U.P.K. security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K. started out on 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They're here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. The book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21. The book of Malachi, chapter 3, verses 8 through 10, means 10th in the Hebrew. It's pronounced ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to Treasury Department or teacher. Priest funds, a free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. The upcoming Holy Convocation. We have the Lord's annual 55th Passover, the 14th day of the first month, Saturday, April the 20th of this year, according to the book of Exodus, chapter 12, verses 1 through 51, Leviticus, the 23rd chapter, verses 4 and 5, Corinthians, chapter 5, verses 7 through 8, and 2 Chronicles, chapter 30, verse 17. It will be held here in North Carolina in Pittsburgh. The Passover fund is $200 per adult. It's 18 and up, all right? Pay your Passover fund. It covers all the events. Cool. What are the events? We have the lamb slaughter, the all-black party, the kids' party, and the Passover, all right? The Feast of Unleavened Bread. Get those Passover funds in. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black. Boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. Oh, it's Salakia. General Hyman scripture breakdown will be what? Friday, all right? Salakia. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, class dismissed.